faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Decker?
I can see people's dreams.
I've set up an experiment.
My dad is trying to hurt me.
Quantum suicide. Have you heard of it?
If I concentrate hard enough, and I know when the person's going to be asleep, I can have the dream with them.
Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood.
It feels like the paintings are watching me.
Sometimes, when I walk through a door, it takes me somewhere else. Literally, somewhere else.
They're all shit.
God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic.
Yeah, because she looks good, makes her a good actor.
Ordered.
They're all fucking
Starts as a door-to-door
cheesy
saleswoman.
cunts, mate.
Double glazing, probably.
Dr. Decker, I think we both know what you dreamed about last night.
I've seen its silhouette changing through the window.
Because he thinks I'm evil. Because I can see things other people can't.
On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time.
I did what you said, Doctor. They arrested me.
Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause.
I thought you were supposed to fix me.
I'm telling you, it's eating people. And you're just laughing.
You're insane, Doctor.
Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job!
Waiting for something to happen. I probably could have skipped that bit.
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the pace. You're late. And after all those promises, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind.
Who are you?
Doctor, you're late.
I know that.
And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the patients waiting. And if you want anything, just... Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm not going to be here. The police still have some questions they want to ask about, you know. And then after that, I'm dropping in to see Ben. He's still in shock, and I thought we'd show we cared. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? Good. Anyway, I hope you're all caught up on Dr. Decker's tapes. I think Mariana is in first, but I'm sure they'll all become a blur by the end of the day. I'll see you later. Or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'll leave it to you then.
Fuck off then. What does this picture remind you of? A vagina. Look at him. Vagina, 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 gaping asshole. So I can have Nathan, Mariana, Ellen, Claire, Bryce, Nathan. Right, so what am I doing with Nathan? Tell me about Decker. What's wrong with you? Tell me about yourself. It's just come up on the screen now.
It's like those montages you get in movies. Time passes, you wake up, shave, if you feel like it, shower, get dressed. What's the point? You get this day over and over. Nothing changes. Am I in purgatory, Doctor?
They're all like that. Right. Should follow this up, definitely follow this up. I'll remove or something when done. I should ask him about Decker. Okie dokie.
Dr. Decker was a complex man. I spent a lot of time with him, but he won't remember it that way.
Being bummed.
I saw the conflict that Dr. Decker was going through. Let's just say you might look back on your life and think there's nothing you would have done differently. No 2 days were alike for him in the end. Like he couldn't decide what to do with himself.
Fisting or dildoing. Why couldn't Decker?
He was like a kid in a sweet shop. He had so many options, he didn't know what to do. I suppose if you take too long picking, all your options run away.
Why wouldn't Decker remember?
As far as Dr. Decker was concerned, we had Monday, then moved on to Tuesday. But me, I had Monday 5, 10, 50 times before I got to Tuesday.
Right. Keep taking them drugs, dude.
I watched that Bill Murray film, Groundhog Day, to see if there's any clues. To see if there's any clues. That's how bad it's gotten. I'm looking for a cure in a Hollywood movie. Can you help me, Doctor?
Nah. I'll just give you loads of drugs.
I don't know how, but thank you, Doctor. This is our first time around, and I trust you. Sometimes it looks different. Sometimes the bird song will change, or the weather will be less bleak, or that person who nodded at you yesterday doesn't do it today. But it doesn't usually change. You need a tragic event for change.
Fuck is someone
like a murder.
At you for if you haven't asked him a question?
Yeah. Fucking nod before they actually properly talk.
Oh, I can ask him a question if I want.
Oh, can it?
Yeah, I'll type that in. Are you on drugs? No, meds I'm gonna write.
Hi.
What? I don't know.
That was his answer. You don't know if he's on meds or not.
Because I'm stuck between this day and the next. Most of the time, anyway.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm Nathan Peel. I'm a supermarket worker from, well, hell, really. Dr. Decker's murder was sudden, brutal. It's terrible. But Doctor, 2 weeks. 2 weeks I had of rolling days. No do-overs. No Monday, Monday, Monday. I wouldn't kill anyone, though. I'd have to keep doing it, wouldn't I? Few things seem to move me forward. I didn't see the driver. It was my fault. I pulled out and the lorry just rammed me. Well, Hannah. She was sat next to me. I was in shock, obviously. And when I came to, she was so close to me. It was like she was trying to hug me. But it wasn't right. Not natural. Bits of metal pushing through her.
He's a boring.
That was 5 years ago. My fiancée, my childhood sweetheart. We met at secondary school. She was head girl, I was the quiet one. She liked computer games, so I instantly fell for her.
His missus was in.
I proposed in Goldshire. She said she didn't date elves, so I leveled up to a human necromancer and asked again.
What?
Sorry,
a knob.
it's Warcraft. We spent a lot of time on there.
Fucking hell.
There's no.
I've been shrunk for that already. If I had that day again, I wouldn't make the same mistake. Hannah would still be alive. We'd probably have a family by now.
Dude.
I haven't had any relationships since then.
Yes, you have, with your Warcraft figures, because you're a nerd.
I was fine for quite a while after the accident. Well, being treated for depression. I thought I was cured. It was only recently after meeting Dr. Decker that I had a strange deja vu. I'm exhausted. Doctor, is our time up? We played World of Warcraft a lot together. I guess it's not the cool thing to do anymore. But we had a lot of memories there. To be honest, it reminds me a lot of life now. The same thing over and over again. Bring me X bunnies to make a stew. Y badger teeth. Rinse, repeat. Maybe I'm just grinding life.
I know he's getting a little bit better as time goes on, but... Like I do on my skateboard.
Most of my days a blur. I'm not sure if it's the sleeping tablets I'm on or just how I've learned to switch off.
He's on sleeping tablets, even though he told me he didn't know if he was on drugs.
I'm on temazepam. Dr. Decker prescribed them for me. He thought I would sleep through to a whole new day.
Man, that's some bad shit.
I didn't.
Or did he say temazepam?
Yeah.
I'm not really fit for work anymore. I work in produce at the local supermarket. That mainly involves lifting heavy crates of fruit and veg into place for people to buy, and doing that over and over again. My muscles don't seem to have grown much. I think that maybe I'm not aging. When the day resets, I just reset with it. I used to be a builder.
You're just a
57.
twat, mate.
Kidding. Just if you spent the whole day at the gym and then repeat that day and not go, you'd have achieved nothing.
I'm 50.
That was a joke.
No, I can't move backwards any more than a day. I don't really seem to control it. It's generally always on. I have to try and change something to move forward.
Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Right, so I finished asking Nathan questions now. Right, there's all the questions. Well, I don't know. I'm expecting the rest to be a bit fucking boring as well, to be fair. Right, so... Mariana.
I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay? That's what Dr. Decker would say. I think you're supposed to tell me what's wrong with me. Isn't that how it works? The police keep picking me up for public nudity.
Why have you been picked up?
I black out. And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach. Like I've been washed up on shore.
No, Mariana.
Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious.
My perfect girl's in a coma. Do you often black out?
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out.
Dunno.
Dr. Decker thought it was anxiety
expect so.
originally. Then he worked it out.
Go on then. It's not going to get any more interesting. Oh, get that picture off because I don't like feet. Right.
He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis. We should have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis. I work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online. I spend a lot of time at the beach. It's just way more relaxing than anywhere else. You should come with me one day. I can show you all of the sights.
You're boring as hell as well, mind.
Dr. Decker thought I had generalized anxiety disorder. GAD, because of the blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly. Do you think I'm breathing badly? Nope. Don't know.
I just don't know. Your breathing seems normal.
You can check my breathing if you want. Do you want me to lie down? Can you tell just by looking at me? I'm not worried about it, just if you are.
Maybe holding your breath makes you black out.
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath.
What are you doing before you black out?
I normally black out when I'm dancing. I like dancing. Do you like dancing?
Not particularly. Yes, I
Cool.
like dancing.
I dance to anything with a beat.
Where do you dance?
I dance a lot at nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night.
Maybe dancing causes you blackouts. Maybe alcohol causes you blackouts.
I don't drink.
Maybe it does. Well, yeah, I can ask her about the murder if I want to, but I'm not talking to her about the blackout.
You think my dancing causes my blackouts? No, I know it's the last thing I remember, but I don't think it's that.
I haven't even asked her about the murder yet.
Sometimes I remember more, but I'm tired now.
Well, no, I just seeing how boring.
Is that it for today?
Seeing if she's just as boring as the last bloke, and she is. There we go. Do you know anything about the murder?
Well, that's why you're here, isn't it? You've replaced him. He was a good listener. I hope you are.
Why was he a good listener?
Dr. Decker could really get inside you.
Kinky.
It was, unsettling. But you let him do it. Part of the process, I guess.
What prognosis are you looking for?
I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings. Can you suggest anything that might help?
Have you tried to film your blackouts? Can someone watch you when you black out? Someone watch.
Will you do it for me? Will you watch me to see what happens?
Yeah.
So, it's a date then. I'll let you know when.
She'll let me know when she's going to have a blackout. Right then. Right, perhaps she should stop going to the beach, or as we call it. Innit? Innit? Silly twat. Or just pretending. Fucking Dozy cow. Right, we'll move on to the next person.
I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
Elin, she said her name is. What type of nurse are you?
I work in a nursing home for the elderly. I basically do end-of-life care.
Oh, she kills people off. Yeah. Sorry for writing in your notes. Say hello to Alan for me and let her know that Terry called for it. Hey? You mentioned...
I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way. The usual things. Making sure the patients are comfortable, making sure they're not in any pain, and I talk to them. I keep them company.
Because that's what these games are like.
Some of them get pretty frightened about what's coming. Well, those of them that aren't out of it on meds. I comfort them. Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown.
Nope.
No one should have to face that alone.
Full of shit.
I don't like it when patients are heavily sedated, especially when there are alternatives, like herbal remedies. I mean, imagine if you only had a few days or weeks left to live. Would you want to spend it asleep?
Yes.
I wouldn't. I'd want to see every sunrise and every sunset. I'd want to feel every breath. Everything gets more vivid near death.
How do you know? Herbal remedies.
I'm a qualified herbalist. It's okay, you can laugh.
Yep.
Most people think herbalism is a joke. But I'd much rather help my patients sleep at night with valerian or passion flower than lorazepam, temazepam or zolpidem.
What problem are you here for?
I started seeing Dr. Decker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes. It can be sad sometimes. I don't like losing a patient, but that's the job.
How much have you had to drink?
I don't get stressed about it or anything. It's not the job that stresses me. It's the people I work with, the other nurses. They're mean to me. They call me the angel of death because so many patients have died on my shift.
Alien-looking girl.
I don't think they mean it.
Probably look better with glasses.
Obviously, it's not my fault. It just seems to happen that way.
Perhaps they're like too sunk into her head or something.
3 last month. 3 the month before that, I think. But only 1 so far this month, so that's good. Although one of my patients, Hilda, I don't think she's got long. She's one of the crotchety ones. Always swearing and spitting at me. Never got anything nice to say. Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep or something. She doesn't bother me though. Terry's one of the other nurses at the home. I don't think she likes me very much.
Laugh at you, I'm going to shoot us soon so I can have some food.
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse, Dr. Decker was different.
Yeah, I might have to.
He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems.
He wasn't really interested in your problems, love.
Dr. Decker was a strange one. He wasn't what I expected.
All right,
that's
so
for sure.
somebody's killed Dr. Decker then.
I had mixed feelings about him.
Right. How long had you been seeing him? What? What mixed feelings did you have?
Maybe it's natural to have mixed feelings about your therapist. I mean, you tell them all your secrets, and they have all this power over you. You've got to trust that they know what they're doing. I think Dr. Decker knew what he was doing.
No, she haven't. She's full of shit. If you tell someone all your stuff, then they got power over you. Fuck off, you pleb.
I'd been seeing him for about 9 months, I think.
Then you wouldn't think that they've got power over you, would you? Yeah, did he have power over you?
Therapists have power over their patients' mental health, don't they?
No, they don't.
I mean, if you really wanted to, you could probably really mess me up.
Well, yeah, I would mess you up, yeah.
It's okay, Doctor. I trust you.
Well, don't. Because you're a boring twat. I might mess you up with a fucking sledgehammer straight across the back of your skull.
Of course I trusted Dr. Decker. He was my therapist. Why would I see a therapist I didn't trust?
Look at her fucking turkey's chin. Gross. What do you know about
I think it's terrible what happened to him. So awful. No one deserves to die like that.
Die like what? Right. So that's a question here as well. And now it's telling me you've got to question the next person, but I can't be asked. So I'm going to have some food instead. Right, that's what I'm questioning next, is that bird called Clay. Claire, that is, I think her name is. Yeah.